if you stand sort of below, just back off the halfway line, and you look at Wembley, as I was fortunate enough to look at it that day, and see 38,000 people of red and yellow, and the joy and the excitement. You see, when you think that you've played a part in helping to create that, there aren't words to describe how you feel. And I think what I did say at the time, those 38,000 people just looked as if they were in heaven. I'd said to the players, when you get to Wembley and you win that game on May the 31st, you will experience things that you've never experienced in your life, and some of you will cry. And that was it. Tears myself. It's a great day.
Journey that began in Woking arrives at Wembley, but Watford are hoping this stop is not their final stop on this particular road. A third round win against the non-leaguers from National League South set Javi Gracia's men on their way to the National Stadium. Now they're just one step away from just a second FA Cup final in the club's history. This is the place where dreams can come true. This is the place where heroes can be born. Watford are hoping that today they have a hero who can make Hertfordshire dreams a reality and book a return visit here on May the 18th. Johnny goes for a curler, and it's wide of the left-hand post from the edge of the penalty area. It is Moutinho with the first runner. He goes over the wall, it's just too high. Just too high, it bounces on the roof of the net. Chalobah's little back heel to Deeney again. Watford trying to stay onside, it's towards Gray, who volleys it over the bar. From the edge of the 6-yard box, it looked like he'd beaten the offside trap. And now Dendoncker, 30 yards out, goes for goal, it's deflected and Gomez tips it over the bar. Had to be alert there, Aurelio Gomez, because that just nicked off possibly Doucouré. To Jota, up against Femenir, and dinks it in, it's an in-swinger and he's headed in! It's Matt Doherty round the back, Watford fell asleep. And from point-blank range, Matt Doherty makes no mistake. He scores for the 4th time in the FA Cup this season. And it's Wolverhampton Wanderers who strike first from a simple set piece. Moves into the edge of into the penalty area. Steals Jota onto his right foot. Shoots just wide of the left-hand post. So close to a second goal. What a run that was from Jota. Hughes whips the ball in, looking for Deeney. Might fall for Gray. Gray inside the penalty area. And it's wide again. It's deflected wide. And that's the last action of the first 45 minutes. And it's advantage Wolverhampton Wanderers at half-time in the semi-final. A big 45 minutes ahead for the Hornets. Are Watford going to turn the game round for just the third time this season from a losing position and come out winners? They're going to attack the end where their supporters are in this second half. Still going, Jota looks for Jimenez, who volleys up, and Gomez has to catch it under his crossbow. He's on the stretch there, Jimenez at the far post. Here's Doherty, clips across looking for Jimenez, who takes it down in his chest and volleys it in! Wolves have a second goal from another set piece! And they have 1 foot in the final! Here comes Gerard Deulofeu. It's going to be Will Hughes who will be sacrificed, I guess. 25 minutes to go. 2-0 Watford trail by. Come to Deulofeu inside the penalty area, left-hand edge. Dinks it towards the far post. Oh, it's in! Wonderful little chip from Gerard Deulofeu. And Watford do have a lifeline. A little curling effort from 15 yards, which everybody stood and watched. And Ruddy just saw him nestle into the back of the net behind him. Gerard Deulofeu with his 8th goal of the season and possibly his most important. To the cross goal, it'll come to Chalobah, takes a touch, Chalobah with a shot over the bar. Maybe, just maybe, that was the chance for Watford. 2 minutes to go. Watford trailing by 2-1. Will they get another opportunity? Or was that Chalobah's effort their last? Doucouré cuts it back across goal. Deeney's there, he goes down, the referee points to the penalty spot. Unbelievable! Watford have a penalty in stoppage time. Troy Deeney fouled by Dendoncker according to referee Michael Oliver. Well, what a moment we have now at Wembley. In stoppage time, the last minute of injury time, Watford trailing by 2-1, and Troy Deeney has a penalty to send us to extra time. Deeney takes his time, walks away from the penalty spot once again, and then puts the ball down. Takes 1, 2, 3, 4 steps back. Deeney against Ruddy then. Troy Deeney for Watford. It'll be right-footed into the back of the net. It's 2-2. Extra time, here we come. Troy Deeney, the man for the Hornets. Troy Deeney equalises for Watford and sends the FA Cup semi-final into extra time. Watford have come back from the dead. They were 2-0 down with a little over 10 minutes to go, and Deulofeu and Deeney have dragged them level. Extra time it will be to settle the semi-final. Gray's there and he finds Deulofeu. Deulofeu finds Gray again, and he's got Deulofeu with him. Gray's ball to Deulofeu inside the penalty area. He's round the defender. Deulofeu scores! Deulofeu puts Watford in front in extra time. They've come back from 2-0 down, and now they lead by 3-2. Gerard Deulofeu with his second of the game. Jimenez goes on the outside of Mariappa into the box. Sliding tackle from Mariappa, has to concede the corner.
Great defending Mariappa because it's a one-on-one. Jimenez bearing down on him, reads where he's going to go and gets his tackle in.
That's the end of the first period of extra time. Watford 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Watford have come from 2-0 down and now they lead, and now they are 15 minutes from only their second FA Cup final. Here's Caballero, finds Jimenez 10 yards outside the box. Look at Caballero again inside the area, up against Gomez, he's round Gomez, and miscontrols it, and Mariappa thumps it behind for a corner. Doucouré will sprint after it with Bennett. Bennett turns it back to Ruddy. 15 seconds to go. Ruddy clears. Watford lead by 3-2. The ball's flicked on. Mariappa will turn it back to Gomez. Gomez will clear. Michael Oliver looks at his watch. Deeney battles with Cody. Flicks it on. Bennett will retrieve it. Referee has his whistle in his mouth. And Watford are in the FA Cup final for the second time in their history, and they've done it in the most dramatic circumstances possible. They were 2-0 down with just 11 minutes to play in the semi-final, and then Gerard Deulofeu curled the ball into the top corner. Troy Deeney thumped a penalty home in the 3rd minute of injury time to force extra time. And then in extra time, Deulofeu scored a third, his second, the winning goal. Javi Gracia's journey continues. Javi Gracia has taken Watford to an FA Cup final.
Click here for more video.